Well, when you're fortunate enough to have a relationship with a composer where he is your soulmate, you know, your creative soulmate, you hold on to that very tightly. And my relationship with Alan has been, I think 12 or 13 movies, the first one being Romancing the Stone, and we have grown together as artists, but we've always been able to work with a creative shorthand. We kind of can read each other's minds. And I speak to Alan like he's an actor. And so that's why, you know, we're always, I can't imagine having to work with a new composer, even though, you know, maybe someday I might have to, but right now I want to stay working with Alan because we're pretty much of the same mind. When I'm making the traditional 2D movies, he's writing the film, the music right along, but in the digital world, it's very difficult for him because he can't see anything. So he has to wait until the film is finished, and then he, as much as I try to describe it to him, until he sees the actual image, he can't really, really. However, in situations like Christmas Carol and Polar Express, we had to write songs ahead of time. Then, of course, he writes before we do the filming. In the case of, I guess the most extreme example was Tom Hanks in Castaway, because he had to transform his body physically. So that was the most extreme that I've ever worked with, although that was very important for Tom Hanks. He only wanted to do the film if I could figure out a way for him to be able to actually transform his body. And the way I came up with that solution was we would shoot half the film, and then he would go off for a year and lose all that weight, and I would make another film, which was What Lies Beneath, with the same crew, and then he would come back and then we would finish the film. But as far as preparation for a role that I cast most of the actors in, it's mainly their personal, it's their job to understand the character, but I must always have an answer for them if they come to me with a question.